Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going back to Boracity magazine and continue with the Sugar situation. We know that Sugar went to the police station, right? And I think the situation is over, right? I hope. I haven't really gone through the social media or the internet to look for the current situation, but I'm assuming that one was settled. But regardless of what it is, today I'm gonna check out one of her Boracity magazine's video on South Korea has a scandal problem. I know they do. One of my viewers suggests that I watch Rotten Mango video, and I did. I did not do it on camera because her video are long, like 1 or 2 hours. So I did watch her video on the burning sun situation, that that scandal. But yeah, I did watch it, and I do know that is a scandal issue, or the scandal culture in South Korea is kind of strange. But anyway, without further ado, let's go check this one out about Suga's controversy or scandal. Okay, let's go. Turn around, CC. Yes. Okay, here we go.
As an international BTS fan, I always refrain from giving my opinion about South Korea's laws regarding military service and exemptions, and I thought this was a nice and respectful act of the vast majority of the fandom. This was some kind of movement shared by international fans. We are not South Korean citizens, so it's respectful to let them debate this issue by themselves. But am I supposed to still keep my mouth shut when the respect and consideration are not given back? Why have international armies created a movement of respect towards the South Korean opinion, yet the South Korean opinion does not even bother to recognize its own scandal culture problem? Recently, Suga of BTS had some drinks, and instead of driving his car home, he rode a mini electric scooter like this, with a helmet. He traveled in the correct lane for 1/3 of a mile, but while approaching the entrance of his house, he fell after a sharp turn. A police officer approached him and administered a breath test. His blood alcohol content was at least 0.08%, which is above license revocation levels in South Korea.
So I also watched a video by, I think, So Live TV, and I thought he mentioned that off camera, of course, right? So I remember he mentioned that the South Korea, the alcohol breathing test is very stringent, that you can be deemed as drunk even after a glass of beer. So yeah, so I don't think Sugar was drunk. Okay, he had some drinks, but he was not drunk, as people like to say.
So his license was revoked and he received a fine. Suga shared a statement explaining what happened and said that he didn't know that there was a rule that said that you cannot ride a scooter under the influence of alcohol. But
okay, so on that, sorry, I'm pausing. On that, I totally agree, because you don't need. I don't think you need well, I don't own an e-scooter. I don't own an e-bike, but I remember seeing a lot of kids in my neighborhood riding e-scooters or riding e-bikes, zooming down the street very fast. Many of them without helmet. Okay, some of them are riding the e-scooter with 2 or 3 people on the same e-scooter. It's so dangerous. But anyway, and also back in June of this year, the local police send out notification as the rules and regulation governing the usage, the riding of e-scooters and e-bike, and depending on the categorization or classification of those vehicles or those devices, some require license, some have other requirements. So I was shocked. I would have to say that I spoke to some of my neighbors. They were actually surprised too, because none of us knew about all this regulation. And I'm sure a lot of kids were not supposed to drive those or ride those at their age, because they have age limitation as well. And I don't know whether when the parents bought those devices for their kids, if they were aware of those requirements. So I'm not surprised that Sugar did not know about this, because to me, it's not a car, and people tend to think that driving under influence involve a car. I don't know if there's any rule driving under or riding under influence rule with bicycle. So if you have a few drinks and you ride a bike, you bang yourself into just say the sidewalk or the tree next to it, do you get fined or do you get license suspended? But you don't need a license to ride a bike. So I don't know. Let's continue.
He accepts the consequences. There was no damage and no person was harmed.
Yes.
For 7 days, the details were not shared by police.
Why?
But the incident prompted a wave of news articles.
Why? Why is there's no detail provided by the police? It's not a murder investigation. It's a simple riding under the influence or riding with some drink. I will not even say under the influence, riding with some drinks, right? So why?
Articles with crazy speculations, rumor after rumor about the details of his fall, the exact percentage of alcohol level, the exact model of scooter, and even rumors about him having to leave BTS because of this damaging scandal. The media even reported rumors that said that Suga was found lying on the ground, suggesting that he was passed out drunk. They also worded the incident as Suga was driving a scooter. But you cannot drive a mini scooter or even a regular scooter. You ride a scooter. International K-pop fans loved this. Finally, a BTS-related scandal to talk about. So they created the hashtag Suga.
Yeah, see, I heard about this. I did not know the detail about the Sugar Challenge. I thought the Sugar Challenge was that how cute can you make a cat riding a scooter? I did not know about this thing. And this is conveying a wrong message. First of all, it's conveying the wrong message of Sugar was driving. No, he was not driving. Second, nobody is promoting driving under the influence. We might say, it was, we might be defending Sugar, but we never say that it was the right thing to do. We just ask for fairness and accuracy in reporting. We never say that he did the right thing. We never say that what he did was not an issue. Yes, if there's a rule saying that you should not ride an e-scooter after a few drinks, then yeah, you should not do that. But this is just ridiculous.
Challenge, sharing pictures from Pinterest of people drinking and driving cars. And of course, the very professional South Korean media had a new headline. Armies created an irresponsible challenge to support Suga. To make this believable, the media cut or blurred the profile pictures and the usernames, which clearly show that they are not.
Oh my goodness, they are not even armies.
They are fans of other K-pop groups.
What is going on with the other K-pop group? Okay, now I said it before and I said it again. I do not follow any other K-pop group. I might listen to their song here and there if they pop up on the Spotify, but I do not know their name other than Blackpink because my husband likes Blackpink, so I know all their members' name. But for the other K-pop group, I do not know their names. And if you pop up a song, I will not know whose song is that most of the time. But I do not show hate towards them. I just don't follow them. Why are these people having so much hate in their lives? I don't get it.
With some minimal research, you can find videos of these BTS haters organizing this challenge with the intent to pose as armies. As deranged as this sounds, this happens all the time, and I would have never thought of making a video about it. These hashtags are seen by K-pop stans and they end with K-pop stans. No one outside of the K-pop circle cares or even knows about it. But not this time. One article attributing the challenge to armies became the #1 trending article on Naver, the Google of South Korea. Now you may ask yourself, why is such an irrelevant and fake hashtag news in South Korea?
Because
why would
BTS.
South Korean media even go as far as to blur the profile pictures and usernames of the actual fandoms participating? What do they gain by painting this fake picture?
It's for click bites.
It all goes back to the scandal culture in South Korea. The simple act of dating is a scandal. Getting tattoos can also be a scandal.
타투도 연습해요. 타투하고 싶대 방송에서.
And of course, falling from a scooter is also a scandal. But what I find the most interesting part of all of this is that I cannot seem to find a single step of at least recognizing the scandal problem South Korea has.
What the public wants when celebrities make a mistake is accountability.
Whenever something silly like this happens, South Korean K-pop creators always say, "Oh, you international fans just don't understand. Our society actually cares a lot about the dangers of scooters. It may not be a big deal for the rest of the world, but here it is."
That's funny. But
If you're really concerned about the scooters, then ban the damn thing. Say you are not supposed to, then don't have scooter in South Korea if that's so important to you.
South Korea, there has been a lot of concerns regarding electric kickboards.
Really?
There has been a lot of public outcry of we need to ban these altogether.
Yeah, then ban it. Just ban it.
These celebrities are idolized by so many people and they have so much influence, and that's why the public just wants them to own their mistakes.
Owning the mistake is one thing. Smearing their names is a different thing. Okay? So I think Suga already came out and owned his mistake. He apologized. He said he will accept the consequences. I'm sorry, my camera keep falling off. So what's going on here? Okay, here we go. Maybe it's better. I don't know. Okay, here we go. It's kind of tilted. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so let's see how much South Korea cares about the morality and ethics of celebrities violating traffic laws. Daesung of Big Bang was in court for vehicular manslaughter in 2011. An intoxicated motorcyclist crashed into a street lamp. Daesung was not intoxicated, but because he was speeding and driving recklessly, he ran over the motorcyclist and later crashed into a taxi in front of him. In this case, the celebrity was driving an actual car recklessly. There was actual people involved. There was actual property damage. But
The
the
guy's
scandal
dead,
passed,
right?
people forgot about it, and the following years, his group won Artist of the
Now, I don't know about this particular situation. It must happen before I even knew BTS. I don't know even if it's after, me, my eyes only have BTS. But in this situation, yeah, he might not be drunk, but he was driving, speeding, driving over a person, then hit a taxi. So there are people damage, there are property damage, I think the guy died because he ran over the dude. Someone's dead. I don't know how big this was there, but if you keep saying that they need to own up to the responsibility, how come he is still out there? I don't know. I don't know.
year, multiple times. The South Korean public was also appalled by Justin Bieber's arrest after driving under the influence of marijuana and Xanax, but they quickly forgot about it too, and Justin Bieber stayed as one of the most listened to international artists in South Korea to this day. The South Korean actress Kim Se-ron was not only caught driving under the influence, but she also damaged lampposts, guardrails, and crashed into an electric transformer.
She was drunk doing in bright daylight, I guess. And I know Korean likes to drink, but he was drunk during the day. Okay.
In the electricity of 57
wow.
cafes.
Okay.
She got one fine and later was the star of a music video and appeared on a Netflix series. A police officer was caught driving an electric kickboard so drunk that he collapsed and he had to be taken to the hospital, but he also got a fine. These are traffic law cases with people involved and property damage, and they are treated as nothing but trendy scandals.
It's really not looking good. It does not look good.
It's
What does not look
not
good?
looking good. When I said it's not looking good, I never meant legal-wise. I meant reputation-wise. Yoongi and ultimately BTS because he's a part of BTS.
What? Who are you? Okay. So Yoongi ride a scooter, under some drink. Let's just call that under the influence, okay? Not DUI, but RUI, riding under influence. Did not hit anybody. He was riding very slowly. He took a short turn. He fell off. By the way, if I recall correctly, when he was passing the 3 police people, they were pretty far behind. So when he made the turn and he fell off, how do they get there so fast? They're like, oh, that's Yoongi, let's run over to him. And that's how they saw him getting up so quickly when Yoongi passed them, they were all the way in the back. I don't understand how they got to Yoongi so fast. But anyway, I don't know who this person is. I don't know what she's trying to say, but okay.
Reputation resulting from all of this is not looking good. Not looking good in the K-public space's eye because reputation is very important for celebrities. The reputation resulting from all...
Yeah, so if you think that, okay, I know people have double standards, okay? It's human nature that we tend to feel a lot more leniency towards the ones that we love, the ones that we don't like should be treated more stringently. That's human nature, but this is just too obvious, okay? You kill someone and then you're still active and you don't think that looks bad. I think it looks 10 times or 100 times worse than what Yoongi did. But people just like to hate on BTS.
All this is not looking good.
Suga chose not to drive his car while intoxicated, but because he fell from his scooter,
Okay, hold on, let me see.
Resulting from all this is not looking good.
Suga chose not to drive his car while intoxicated, but
So, okay, I'm sorry.
Not looking good.
Suga chose not to drive his car.
So at this time, he is here. Suga is here, and the corners over there, the three guys still at the bottom of the screen. They are here, they're bottom of the screen. And how did they get to Suga so quick?
While intoxicated.
See, they're
But
in the
because
bottom.
he fell from his
And
scooter,
he
his
fell.
quote-unquote scandal
How did
is
they
as
get to
big
him so
or even
quickly?
bigger that Daesung's deadly accident at this point. So I'm sorry if I don't believe when Korean accounts say that this is a big deal in South Korea, because South Korea takes drunk scooter riding very seriously. No, this is not the result of society's heartfelt
No,
care for
it's just
traffic
because it's
laws.
BTS.
This is the result of the constant desperation to make anything and everything a scandal. South Korean K-pop stans love consuming and feeding any kind of rumors. They love making everything a scandal, but they don't truly care. It's not the action they are
Okay.
outraged about.
I
It's
can
the
see the
scandal
Suga from
culture they
there.
want to participate in. It's like a game. And in a game,
It's a
the
Hunger
movie
Game.
seriousness, proper research, and professionalism is kind of pointless. When I made my video about the Min Hee-jin and Hive conflict, I saw some people who are not from South Korea say the same thing. This is not a big of a deal. Let them talk. Nothing will happen to BTS. And that is 100% true. Of course, Suga will stay in BTS. Of course, BTS will have a successful comeback. Of course, people will forget about this in a couple of weeks.
But the
Of
damage
course,
is
the rage
done.
is performative. But when will it stop? We can all see that these headlines are nothing but rage bait. But why do BTS have to even go through that? Why did the police transform a one-day scooter investigation into a full-week drunk driving investigation,
Why?
allowing the media to make 1,400 articles full of rumors and lies? Why is this so normalized? And I, as an international fan, am not supposed to say anything. Even now, I see ARMY saying please and thank you when demanding a retraction and proper research. Armies have asked me to make a video not calling out the media, but exposing the truth instead. I'm sorry, but I'm tired of that. We all know the truth, and they know the truth. But the truth is boring. The truth won't give them those juicy headlines. We're all aware that the situation is silly, and we're all aware that the headlines are silly. But the normalization of bullying and smear campaigns in South Korea have turned out to be deadly. Only months ago, Parasite actor Lee Sung-kyun committed suicide after 2 months full of sensation.
So I did not follow that story, but I think I read some articles. So he was blackmailed by some woman who had a relationship or some kind of one night stand with, and the police did nothing. The police did nothing to protect him. The police did nothing. I think police even added to it, I guess. I don't recall, but so he could not take the stress or the pressure, so he took his own life. But
Sensationalist coverage of a police investigation that claimed that he possibly consumed recreational
Possibly.
drugs. Parasite director Bong Joon-ho led a protest demanding the police and the media to reflect on their sensationalist
Yeah.
methods. These were 50 articles a day for 2 entire months. But here we are, months after, seeing the police take a full week to investigate details like the model of Suga's scooter, while the media...
How hard is it to find out the model of the scooter? You were there. I'm sure you took pictures. I'm sure you even take the scooter back to the police station. This day and age, you go to Google, you take a picture of it, you send it to Google, you know exactly what that is. You don't need 7 days, you need 7 seconds.
writes 200 articles a day, a full week of 1,400 articles of speculations and lies. Here we are, months after, seeing the media intentionally manipulate facts and speculate the worst once again.
It never stops.
Of course, these too shall pass. BTS has gone through way worse smear campaigns, and the support of family, fans, and each other has only made them stronger. But international fan or not, I cannot stay here pretending that making every silly thing a scandal is normal. I'm tired of the "you guys just don't understand our society." No, you don't understand that your scandal culture is deranged. South Korean and international K-pop stans are deranged because the media's headlines are deranged. And this same scandal culture is the one that allows retractions and the deleting of articles so normalized. With Suga's case, there are already closed comment sections, videos unavailable for the international public, and deleted articles. But they don't matter. They are just another part of the game. The idea of a scandal was
So it's like you're not responsible for what you say, what you share, because you can remove it. But I think in the digital world, you cannot really remove it. It's still archived somewhere, but still it's kind of like,
successfully printed and shared hundreds of thousands of times. In my opinion, this was not a mistake or lack of research.
Intentional.
These and many other defaming articles are intentional. Not even the release of the real CCTV footage is enough for the media to issue retractions or apologies, because they are still, quote, verifying the matter. South Korean media knows the truth and they don't care.
I thought it was cultural differences. I gave you guys the benefit of the doubt. I was like, oh, maybe electric scooters are different in Korea. You guys were acting like he was going 50 miles an hour, going under cars, going over trucks and everything. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but I could not give a about a little man on a scooter. The way the was blown out of proportion, I hate y'all.
He did not fall because he was driving too fast. He fell because of the sharp turn.
Yeah.
These smear campaigns need to stop. And all these challenges popping out of nowhere that we did not create, you need to stop.
I can laugh and say all of this over falling from a scooter, but it's not just that really. They are making this scooter thing a big deal because this is the worst they can find on BTS. South Korean media has broken into their building with no entry pass, and they have found nothing.
See, that's a strange thing. You want them to be perfect. When they're perfect, you're not happy. You want to find faults. And if you cannot find faults, you'll find every little thing they call that's the issue. So the thing's like, what do you want? Do you want perfect idol or not? Because if you want perfect idol, we have perfect idol for you. Well, they're not perfect, they're human, but they're as perfect as you can get, okay? And you're still not happy. You want to torn them down. You want to purposely smear them. What is wrong with you?
That nothing has been shared on national television. They claim to have found proof that the BTS members were having trouble with their label and were planning to sue them. JTBC's newsroom aired this footage on TV and then removed the pictures they got secretly before releasing the news replay online. You can still see the comment of JTBC admitting to their lie on their YouTube video's comment section. This was the best they could find. So of course they're going to speculate, exaggerate, and exploit this quote-unquote content as much as possible and create all kinds of speculations. Now that Suga's real CCTV footage was revealed, the media is still demanding him to pose for a photo line in front of a police station, like other celebrities accused of crimes do. The media is basically admitting publicly that what they want is the shot. This shot means social punishment because the image of a celebrity standing in the photo line in front of a prosecutor's office is enough presumption of guilt for the public.
What?
Suga needs to give this shot to them as a form of apology or else.
Fuck you.
Reporter
Fuck you all.
Choi Yi threatened. Reporter. Suga should not be thought of as a guillotine who must avoid the photo line in front of the police station.
What
If a
what
person
crime did he
avoids or
commit?
ostracizes reporters, as in the previous case of singer Kim Ho-jun, it is highly likely that doubts will be raised about the sincerity of the person's reflection.
Fuck
Suga
you
must
all.
think about how to appease those who are disappointed.
First of all, he did not disappoint anyone. Second of all, we are not angry at him. We're angry at you, you asshole. And third, Suga does not need to appease anybody. So the whole sentence here is just full of BS. This guy needs to get alive.
And angry at his mistakes. But they
Yeah, it was a mistake. I'm not gonna say that.
can only wish to find a real scandal on BTS. Why focus on the real crimes of celebrities when a fake BTS related hashtag got them hundreds of thousands
Yes.
of impressions? Why be outraged about the celebrities trafficking women
Yeah, the burning
when Suga
something,
of
right?
BTS fell from his mini scooter? And again, I would have ignored these silly articles like I most
Yeah, and I was browsing the internet, and there's something about NCT. I think a different group NCT. There's some member got removed, right? Something to do, some kind of sex related crime. How come that one was not below proportion? Because they're not BTS. Were they using Suga's situation, Suga's incident to cover up for that? I don't know. And I also read a comment on my other video is that the government's using Suga's incident to cover up something about the first lady's issue.
do. I really
don't know
did
whether
not
they're
plan
true or
to
not,
make
but-
a video clarifying anything or asking for an apology from the media because sadly
Like, I'm
this
so
happens
upset.
all the time and they do it on purpose. But I am tired of the public's lack of awareness. I'm tired that even the protests of South Korea's most beloved director are ignored. I'm tired of the South Korean K-pop content creator
The word K-netizen. Actually, the word netizen just drive me nuts, okay?
and online accounts trying to silence and shame the international opinion because their word is apparently the only valid one. And no, I'm not from a privileged country giving my opinion on another country's freedom of speech. I'm from a small-minded country with a very similar type of yellow press and scandal culture. But I'm glad that at least the younger generation is aware of these tactics and able to call out our country's press. As a fan of BTS, I know that there are topics related to their country's laws and traditions that are not my place to comment on or make videos about. But I believe I can still advocate for the mental peace of a group of artists who did nothing but proudly share their culture to the world.
And I just don't understand South Korea in the sense that why do they hold so much hate towards BTS? BTS is the one group that bring honor to their country. I've always liked Korean food, okay, but never really into any other Korean stuff until I found BTS. And I've never thought of visiting Korea before until I found BTS. And I just don't understand why there's so much hate. Dream. Okay, so I think that was it. I think I've said enough doing the video, but the thing is that, okay, we never say he did not make a mistake. It was a mistake that he should not have ride the scooter. But then again, like I mentioned also before, that many people do not know the regulation or rules around e-scooter. Now he knows, he learned his mistake, he moves on. But people blowing this out of proportion is just ridiculous, okay? And I know there's a scandal problem in Korea, but I feel that they purposely targeted BTS because they just have so much hatred in their heart towards their own citizens who bring honor and who brings honor to the country. I don't understand, but what do I know? I'm just international fan, right? So I'm not Korean, so I don't know. But anyway, that is it for today. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.